I'm going to start buying SPY shares for my retirement account, and I plan to sell calls against the shares. My question for you is, how can I protect the downside? I don't want to buy puts, but I would like some downside protection. Can you please advise me on how I can protect the downside, and what duration would you recommend?
I mean, I'd rather see you sell naked puts than do this. And that's how you kind of protecting yourself, because you're selling the put. And by protecting yourself, you are giving up unlimited upside, whatever that is, or how you quantify that, for a higher probability of success and a lower cost basis, which I think is what you're really looking for here. So for me, if you want to get really aggressive, sell the at the money put. That's what I would do. Use less buying power, same 45-day time frame. That would be my suggestion.
If you want to buy your dollar averaging, or whatever the reason is, you're buying SPY shares for retirement account, you want to sell calls against the shares. If you're asking how to protect the downside, you're effectively doing that by selling calls.
Yeah, if you already have it. If you haven't acquired the shares yet, you have to do that.
If it's a retirement account, you don't save anything by selling the puts as opposed to buying the shares. So I would buy the shares because you collect the dividend and everything else. It's easier for you to understand, less adjustments you have to make. I would buy the shares, and then I would sell the calls. And what I would do is, if you want a little more protection, you sell a bigger delta call. So normally you'd probably sell like around, let's say, the 30 delta.
Yeah.
So maybe you sell the 40 delta. That's all. And that protects you on 40%. It's the theoretical equivalent of reducing your risk by 40%. I think that's how you can best protect the downside. You don't want to buy puts because those don't really give you downside protection the same way. And the duration we would use is the same duration. We would go out to that perfect cycle of 45 days and then roll, do the same thing. So I would just move it up to a bigger delta. So if you normally sell 25 or 30, you'd sell 35 or 40 delta call, and we'd stay around that 45 days.